Now today we are going to discussion about that another woman. Actually, the poem is written by Imtiaz Darkar. Miss Imtiaz Darkar. Actually, she is from Pakistan. She is well-known poet. She inspired about the human being, particularly human life. The human love, how is going on that Indian tradition. She lot of inspired by that the human life. She described in this poem totally what she inspired. See, let us see. This morning she brought green methi. Green methi means it is a green leaves. Green methi means what is that? It is a green leaves. She brought from that market one woman. Another woman lesson is there. One common woman here. Middle class woman, you think. She is from middle class woman. She went to market and she brought green methi, green vegetables, green leaves like that. Actually, it is a fresh green vegetables. And picked up a white radish, imagine a crunch it would make between the teeth. Along with the green methi, she brought a radish also. Do you know radish? Radish, it will be white color. Radish, it will be, what color is it?
White color.
She brought green methi along with white radish also. And when she brought radish, just she tasted how it will be taste. Imagine she crunches would be make between her teeth the sweet sharp taste. How it will be that green methi and radish like little sweet taste. And then put it aside I thinking in the extravagance counted her kinds. Here extravagance means spending more than. Extravagance means spending more than. In an uncontrolled way. So she bargained with vendors, vegetable vendors, and she brought green methi and radish. When she buying radish, she tasted in her teeth. It will be little sweet. And she bargained and bought that. What is that? Green methi and radish. And she paid the amount to that little amount to that vegetable vendors, and remaining amount she took, and what she done? She knotted her last saree in waist. In her saree at the waist, she came home facing her mother-in-law. So she brought vegetables and she came back to her mother-in-law house. Mother-in-law house means husband house here. Mother-in-law house means what is that? Husband house. When she came to the husband house, at the moment her mother-in-law is very angry. Her mother-in-law is very angry. Why? Because she is angry means she came late. She came very late. She went to market, she came very late. Like that, that's why she is getting more hungry. She is looking very hungry. You see that she came home, faced her mother-in-law's dark looks. Dark looks means hungry. Dark looks means what is that?
Angry.
Hungry. Dark looks means what?
Angry.
Hungry. The leaves and chopped them, and her hands stained yellow from the juice. So she calmly entered the room, and she brought vegetable. No, she chopped. Chopped means she cut vegetables, radish and green methi. She chopped. At the moment, her hands were yellow color. When she chopped the vegetable and green methi, her hands were yellow color with her green leaf juice, and cut an onion fine cooked. The whole thing then pot over the stove, and she chopped all those things, green methi, radish, and she want to know cook. And she went to the stove, and the whole thing and the pot over the stove. She put the pot on the stove. The whole things. What are the whole things here? Green methi and radish. She put in it, and shielding her face from the heat, and she let the fire to heat. Why? She want to cook the green methi and
Radish.
radish. She want to make curry now. The usually words came and beat. Their wings against her, the money spent, curses heaped upon her parents, who had sent her out to darken other people's doors. Actually, while she is cooking, she is making curry, the usually words came and beat. So what her mother-in-law scolded her, those words are remembering her in her mind. She is always scolding. Who is always scolding here? Other mother-in-law scolding her. Always she is scolding her, simply. Those words remaining always. That's why she is fed up with her mother-in-law words. And she curses, not only scolding. The other mother-in-law curses. And he proper her parents, and who had spent her out in darken other people's doors. So she thought that simply my parents sent to this house unnecessarily. My mother-in-law is not nice person. She is always scolding and cursing to me. Why my people sent into this house like that? She is always thinking. She crouched and usually on the floor beside the stove. When the man came home, and she did not look into his face. While she is preparing food, her husband also came to house. When the man came home, she did not look at his face. Even her husband also came to house. She did not look at his face. Why? She is preparing food. And she did not look at his face, nor nice her head, and bent her back little more. Nothing gave her the right. Even she did not speak a little word with him. She watched the flame is up. Why? Because she is preparing food. No. The fire is very low burning, and she is easing up. Easing up means she is giving air to the stove. Like that, no? She is giving air to the stove, and she is beat against the chopped old pot, wing of brightness against the blackened cheek. The fire is firing there under the pot. At the moment the smoke will come out, no? The black smoke will come out. Her cheek became very black. Her cheeks became very black. This was the house she had been sent to. The man she had been bound to. The failure The future she had been born into. Actually, this was the house she had been sent to. So the woman always thinking about the parent. Why? The parents simply said to this house, I am getting very tortured by this mother-in-law. She is thinking. She thought that my future will burn definitely. Like that she is thinking while she is preparing food. So when the kerosene was thrown, just a moment of surprise, a brisk spark. So she is thinking always while she is preparing food also. Suddenly the fire is became low, burning. At the moment she want to heavy fire not to cook the food. She thrown the kerosene. When she thrown the kerosene, the fire will grown up. When the kerosene was thrown, just a moment surprise, a brilliant spark, huge fire.